Hi, if you want to come on in, have a seat for some symbolic support. My name is Steph. Welcome to iScry with Steph and the iScry spirits. I'm going to start off with some ink here. If you're new to my channel, this is how I ignite a meditative state, set the tone, add tarot and oracle cards. The spirits have been around, mostly at my feet today. Oh yes, lots of spirit coming through. And one last seer scroll. All right, I'm gonna grab my crystal ball here. So thank you. Thank you as always for holding space for me to share my insights and extend symbolic support. Of course, feel free to comment, like, share, and subscribe. And if you see anything, I'm gonna dig in, if I may. So there is just lots of spirit coming through in the black and white. Some sort of, I want to say multi-dimensional, like, but I'm not really sure that's the case. It feels a little foggier than blatant geometry. Like somehow I'm suddenly seeing everything in geometry. But that's not it. This is more blurry. This is more of a blur. I'm seeing a ring around a head. And then I can show you up here. So maybe you can, like there's the ring around this head. Kind of like horns. And then there's another ring above the head. It's kind of like like an empathic rainbow, if I may. Empathic eyesight. Maybe you can resonate with that if you're here with me. It's almost as if like the horns, but they're not horns like this. They're horns swirling back. And there's more information trying to come in. We're just setting the stage here, diving in. Thank you. Cultivating the channels. Spirit can come down. So I did notice when I had said before that I was starting and like spirit was at my feet. So I got the impression there was like little dogs and or animals. Something that would like be around your feet. Perhaps you've had the loss of an animal lately. I see a pairing of 2 and then I see 3 and a paw print. Paw prints there, yeah. I'm going to start, you know what I'm going to add on here? Let's add on some Feng Shui cards. See where the spirits are lingering, possibly in our home and heart. I feel like somebody here with me is understanding, like they're not like things out of the corner of their eye. Absolutely, that's pretty classic. But this is more, you know how they say like see it to believe it? This is feeling it and then seeing it. So this might be an empathic growth. If you're an empath like myself and you're working on that, you might be sensing a lot of spirit around lately, and there's beginning to make more of a presence known around you if you're willing to open the channel. Animals, yeah. Animals. And here comes my cat. When loved and cared for, animal compassions add vitality, love, and joy to a household. It's crucial to treat pets with dignity and nurture them with love. But we were talking about the animals. Actually, I would like to put that over there. And 2 of them, possibly even to a 3rd. Okay. So if you yourself haven't more recently, and not that if you have a pet from a long time ago, loved and cherished, still with you, I'm getting the sensation that in this empathic channeling, because with animals, the language that humans use can only go so far, right? We can train them and they can train us with their language to an extent. But there's a feeling, right? You know, when you're like, something, my cat's not feeling well, my dog's not feeling well, my bird's acting weird, or my, you know, reptiles or my fish, like, you know, something's odd just by the air of them. So perhaps it could be one of the ways to, oh, it feels like a kindlier way to open up to channeling, to be honest with you, like, or just deepening your empathic ability without getting immersed in more human emotion, more human conditions. So right in the home, gardens nurture and replenish the chi through your home. Okay, it goes on and on and on, but I'm going to keep doing as I do and just trust, asking for the clues. This could be in like the mineral and plant animals. Mineral, plant, and animals, different densities. Because they're a little kinder. They're a little, I dare say, wiser in many respects in their approach to connecting with humans. This really feels like an empathic evolution. Okay. My cat just went crazy. Empathic evolution. And I may not pronounce it correctly. Please don't take offense. The Bagua map. A full explanation can be found mostly online or any other books. However, thank you. Notice how, like, in this multi-dimensional, multi-realm ink blot, and then the whole map is coming out. From health and family, wealth and prosperity, fame and reputation, love and marriage, children and creativity, helpful people, travel, career, knowledge, self-cultivation in the center of presence. The being the center of presence. Ooh. Okay, so thank you very much for being here. I'm getting the impression that whatever energy is stepping forward is an energy to not only express but extend for those that are still sitting here, to acknowledge that you are, I am, we are in an empathic evolution. I'm going over here, thank you. And perhaps some direction, a map would be very useful if you want to take a snapshot, but you can also, why did I put that backwards? You can also find it online, the Bagua map. And not that you have to get all constipated with Feng Shui if you're going about your home business. Or maybe that's just like a disclaimer for one who loves to rearrange myself. However, I can get really constipated when there's containers. But inspiration. Maybe pick one. Focus. Corner of your room. A space that you're cultivating. A space in the self that's being cultivated. Space in the self that's being cultivated. I'm going to come back on over here to animals. Okay, so if you're not necessarily working with animals specifically, it looks like you have a multitude of spirit animals are coming through. In that fairy realm, minerals, sprites, flowers, plants, the essences of earthly energies. The green woman, like bathing in nature. My cat is going crazy. Lead me in. Gardens. And this is what may help balance out any shadow work and light work. Okay. The spirit is like trying to embrace, or what's that word? I don't know. Imbue a particular energy in this reading. And I really hope I am extending a gratitude through the reading if you're having a seat with me and you're working towards this and towards your own expression of it. Speaker of truth. There's that light amongst. Look how similar these are. Or at least that's how I perceive them. But of course, you are free to perceive them in your own way. And that's card number 13, which to me, is the integration number. Like in a calendar, there's 12. And in a cycle, sometimes there's 10, depending on. And 13 being, unlucky in some lores. And perhaps that's been built upon and nurtured. So that is the truth for those people, places, and things. And then, but there's always a totality. There's always the other side of the coin. And for me, I personally like to look at 13 as like a hidden door of integration and investing amongst the interconnected nature of many things. And that includes light and dark to kind of blend in the, not in the beige, but in the gray spaces. So if we're here with other empaths, Queen of Passage. Somebody might even be working with crystals and crows, messengers. Okay, temptation, we're wandering into in the heartless love. Oh, now we're getting into it. There's a blessing on the bottom. I'm hearing there's a blessing in disguise. However, please read that, tune in, however it relates to you. I'm going to take a moment to share. So I feel like there's going to be a temptation that is not going to be full of love. We could even be going into a different reading here now. Okay, so maybe at 12:10 or so, switch. Different spirit could be stepping in. To not take the bait. This could be in regards to a relationship. I'm not going to lie. It kind of feels like a romantic relationship. Quite specifically, and like giving your heart to this temptation, to this knight, but she's left out in the cold. Okay, where are we going here? Thank you. So it could be, so normally I think I said like blessing in disguise. And I think for some, that will be noticed. That if this temptation, because it might get you confused is how I feel. If you're not resonating with the relationship, the romantic relationship quite specifically, again, if I may, other rabbit hole for the sensitives, empaths, seers, and psychonauts of sorts in the evolution of that, there could be a path that is presented to you, inspiring nonetheless, but is actually going to get you tangled up and possibly more confused about something. Like it gets your spirit caught in a net. If this happens, it's a blessing in disguise to understand something about yourself or to move through something, a lesson, this or that. Ooh, and now I'm being asked to go, this may have already happened. And this is why you're here. This is why you're sitting here, because you gave your heart to someone or something and you were tempted and you took it. And it was blessing in disguise, a disguise as a blessing, a disguise. I'm going to put those off to the side here because I'm really being asked to follow that storyline by that experience that got someone disheveled in their spirit, in their sense of self or self-worth. Spirit was there. Spirit animal stepped forward. Communication with the plant realm to nurture reestablish balance with the universe, not humans, and not solely with plants, animals, minerals, this, that, or the other, with the universe, the fabric of feeling and frequency. And you've been moving through different chapters, different colors, different power places of not only of your person, of your psyche and your psychic senses, but your energy, the fabric of frequencies, harmonizing them. I'm seeing frequencies as colors and colors as frequencies. Somebody might even hear color. And this has brought you into embracing all this, becoming your own truth without projecting it onto others. So there's a growth happening. Earthly and energetic and empathic evolution. Holy schmoly macaroni, what a journey this is. Queen of Wands, right in my own face, eh? It's really weird. Queen of Wands is coming through. And there's a black cat down there, and the sunflower of self. Sun, so many suns have shone upon you at different times in your life. At some point in time, there was a path. At some point in time, there was a path that was taken, that looking back and reflecting upon it might not have been the greatest thing. Could have even caused a hermit moment. Cause, effect, but it was a positive cause and effect. Blessing in disguise. Because it brought you back, not backwards. It brought you back to your being. The world, to your world. There's a lot of red and purple. Three of Wands is also there, stacking up your sticks, pulling up your suspenders. But there's a very sweet gentleness because you've moved away from Five of Cups. Worry, worry, worry. I'm sorry, I wanted to go to red and purple. And for what it's worth, if you're resonating with that, because there's so much red and purple and green in the cards. Oh my goodness, and black and white. So really, let's not be ridiculous. But what was honestly standing out was wealth and prosperity, which is blues, purples, and reds. And fame and reputation, love and marriage. Love and marriage is pinks, reds and whites. And red is fire, and it's fame and reputation. But the black and the gray and the white, it's almost, you know, I'm seeing it's like I know it's like I say this like we're just sitting here chatting, and that's exactly how I would be with my friends. There's a movie, I can't remember what it's called, but I'm sure there's others, and maybe there's many, that you're watching it in black and white. Wizard of Oz is the most famous, though that's not the one I'm talking about. I can't remember. Doesn't matter. You're watching it in black and white, and then it turns to color. That's what this feels like. This evolution, essence evolution. The black is career, water. Gray is helpful people and travel. White, grays, and black. And the white is creativity and children, metal. But it's funny because we're here for what I'm sensing for more empathic, earthly energies, which is the blue and the greens. And the blue is knowledge and self-cultivation. So really wisdom is how it's coming through for me. And the green is health and family. You know, it's the element wood as well. And yellow, the suns, all of the sunflowers. Right in the center, earth. We're going to add on some of these. Thank you. I'm going to get ready to close out. Like, share, and subscribe if you've made it through this truly empathic journey. And it's exciting, to be honest with you, because this could be part and parcel of what's happening in the collective energy. And for those that do resonate, at least sitting with me and sharing a table, so I'm grateful. the empathic experience is abstract and it's free-flowing. But it's nice to have supports and other persons around that can add different languages, just like animals and plants. Add different languages, different inspirations and words and their expressions. And there's I do feel like there's 2 spirit guides around. Focus upon your strengths, Apollo. Yellow. Queen of Wands, Apollo, and the Bagua map, center Earth. You are here is what I'm hearing. Like if you're looking at a mall map, you are here. On the bottom, power of joy, multi-dimensional color, like all the colors of the rainbow, all the colors of the map. I'm going to put that over there so I don't forget it. We're going to add on to really close, and thank you so much for joining me. Do we have any other inspirations for those earthly, energetic, empathic eyes that are with me and heading out into the weekend, wherever you are? You know, my weekend is busy, hence why I was, got all the signs done that I could yesterday. And today I really wanted to sit and do this as I could feel the call. But for the next few days, I have some, responsibilities. So balance. Okay, thank you so much. On the bottom is a tidy house. Yes. Also what I've been doing. So other fellow energy workers, Feng Shui, tidy house. Don't get constipated. Just start with the closet. Start with the drawer. We have resonating cosmic womb. And the garden again. That garden has come up in the Feng Shui card, if I recall. Yes. Garden. You can take a snapshot. Maybe it'll tell you what it says. I'll be honest, I'm not digging on the rest and renewal. But what I'm hearing is the heart in the center of this card up here. I'm seeing this card, the 3 of Wands. And a gentleman I once knew and worked with. And I really enjoyed his presence. And he was so knowledgeable. And he would say, there's power in the pause. There's power in the pause. Apologies if my hair is crazy. Running errands all day. There's power in the pause. So sometimes rest and renewal can happen in the power of a pause. Allowing space for it to sink in. Joe. His name was Joe. The cosmic womb. This is that spirit. Spirits. I'm not going to lie. Spirits. As you are focusing on your strength and moving around your map. And this is the empathic world that I'm feeling if you're here with me. You are resonating with spirit. Resonating with spirit. And I think it's... You know when you see like something in slow motion and there's a pop and then, but the initial pop, that's what that feels like. Oh, it just came up a little bit. Yep. That's my way. Moves through. Moves through. Wow. Okay. So I thoroughly hope you've enjoyed being here with me. And again, I'm so grateful for empathically exploring with me and scrying, of course, not only the cards, but the ink and holding space for me. You can like, share, and subscribe. And you can support with the links below. Help a gal grow. And until next time, in spirit calls, thank you so much.